What's cracking, guys? And today I am actually a little pissed off at Anime Expo. You could say I'm a little bit salty. Okay, you guys know that I enjoy going to Anime Expo. I do it every single year, and it's always been kind of a treat, and more of a treat for you guys too, because I do meetups and all, and we shake hands, share signatures, take pictures, whatever. It's great. However, this year, I don't know what the frick happened, but management really dropped the ball, and the entire con experience was ruined. The best way for me to describe what was going on, this was kind of like LineCon, to say the least. Trying to get into the actual con was an absolute nightmare. I'm going to describe my situation to you guys so you fully understand this. I'll have a map here so you guys can know. We started off by parking in this area right behind West Hall, LA Live, okay? Big street, lots of parking, and we wanted to get in, obviously, so we went around the corner of West Hall trying to find our way inside. However, there was an enormous line stretching beyond your wildest imagination around the side. There, it was spanning into the garage, out of the garage, looping around every sort of which way. We tried to ask people where the end of the line was, a security guard. The security guard had no idea. So, me, Ashley, and our friends decided, okay, well, we gotta find the end of the line somewhere in order to get inside, right? Because this line was stretching for miles, it seemed. So we followed it all around the Staples Centers here, and it curved around multiple times around the Staples Center until finally it went into the front side of West Hall, but there was still no end of the line in sight there. All we saw was a massive, huge line, again, for separately the registering and tickets. Thankfully, they were not combined, but still, it was an absolute disgusting nightmare inside of there as well. So we're like, okay, where do we go here? We couldn't find the end of the line, but the line still seems to stretch all the way across to the other South Hall entrance now. So we're like, okay, what do we do now? Well, South Hall's just down the way. There seems to be another enormous line stretching from that direction. Possibly that's the way, because people are lined up all the way across there too. So we had to go across the street where like the lines were being separated by like streets, so people had to cross streets to complete the lines too. It was ridiculous. And then there in the front, that place was absolutely gated off there too. And we had to go beyond South Hall into another parking structure where the line went humongously wrapped around the entire way. It looped around 3 separate times in another place in order to get it typically to South Hall, and then went beyond the parking garage, curved around the bend, went over a few streets where the line was again cut off several times until finally, oh my god, finally we went under this dank stanky bridge and we finally found the end of the line. And all of this probably went in the span of a single hour. Could you imagine spending an entire hour trying to find the end of a line in order to get inside of a building? I think we arrived somewhere at around 10 o'clock at that place, and it was pretty much 11 o'clock by that point. So there we waited patiently about a line that didn't go. I got to see the honeypot death, so that was a big plus, okay? That was nice. But still, he had to wait in line along with the rest of us. Thankfully, the sun was not quite out that day, so I don't think I got too sunburned. You know, I think I got maybe a mark on my neck or something. But, like, we still waited there for, I'm pretty sure, like, at least another hour. Probably a little bit over the hour. But the only reason that we did only wait an hour was because we got so lucky that at the point where they were gonna like make us do a few loops around in order to get in the front entrance of this place, is they decided to break us off into a priority entrance line. And that's where we got inside. We got so lucky that we got inserted right into the front. However, you may be wondering, why was this line so disastrous? Because as we were passing all the entrances, they were only having like one single door open and like one security check where people were going through single file. Like, it was disgusting. Several doors you could go in, several entrances, only like 1 or 2 security checks and 1 door open. It was ridiculous. There was only so many entrances open. You know, they said they have several open, but like they were redirecting traffic to these just absurdly long lines that nobody knew where the frick to get in the entire time. So we got in around 12:20 in order to see the entire con, which isn't too bad, fortunately. However, I did get people when I did my meetup at 2 p.m. that I saw in the line still trying to get in like when we got there, and they said that they just got in, and that was 4 hours later. I had one guy tell me that he was waiting in line for 6 hours in order to try and get in. And now I know Anime Expo is a huge con. Like, it supposedly has over 110,000 people attending this year. This building is getting so freaking full of people that it cannot contain these, like, just the capacity, the numbers. Like, it's bursting at the seams. However, the funny thing is, when we got inside, the entire con was empty. Like, it was so easy to get where you wanted. Like, half the con was inside the building, and half the con was outside of it. And I've been to Anime Expo several years, and I've never had to wait probably over like 30 minutes to get inside. It was so easy, even on the first days. Like, it was so stinking easy for me to get inside every other day, but this was an absolute nightmare. I felt sorry for people. Could you imagine buying a ticket for a single day, going in line, and then by the time you get inside, Artist Alley, the exhibit hall, 6 o'clock, it's all closed. You couldn't see it because you were waiting in line the entire day. That's what happens to some people. Now, I know it's a big con, mistakes happen, but holy crap, you have taken so much money from us, Anime Expo, all right? $25 just to park. Like, the tickets this year were over $100, and you have over, I don't know, 110,000 people attending, right? You should be able to afford some security people in order to help guide people in. And another thing on top of it is Artist Alley people couldn't even get inside to sell their own goods. They were still, like, had to go through lines in order just to get inside to set up and actually sell their own crap. Can you imagine? You buy a booth and you can't even sell it because they won't let you inside? I even had a few exhibitor friends that had to go through the freaking random lines too, the huge queues, and not any of the VIP entrances, because I don't know, they couldn't even attend their own freaking panels or booths or whatever, because I guess it doesn't matter to Anime Expo. Needless to say, it was an utter disaster. And I'm making this video not because I hate Anime Expo, don't get me wrong, but because I want them to do better. Because if I go tomorrow and if I see that enormous queue, and I plan on going stupid early this time, like I'm just gonna be entirely upset and maybe not even want to come back. I even had a few of my friends about to give up because they couldn't find the actual entrance, okay? But I had to sneak them in and let them cut in. Like, that was the only way I could do it. And even then, one of my friends got cut off and had to go all the way back to the end of the line in order to get back in because he had to call his friend an Uber. Just because he got separated and the person wouldn't let him back in. Like, he gave up. He went back home. Anyway, I just wanted you to share my experience here. It wasn't great because my girlfriend was wearing some leather that was sticking to her skin. That wasn't fun, and I had so many people in cosplays literally dying outside. It was not an actual fun experience. I just don't think it's a good thing when you have half your con that's attending that day outside of your building. Like, that's just not right. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to my rant about Anime Expo here. I just couldn't think of anything else to do because it was very upsetting to me. And I want Anime Expo to do better. And I hope they do better tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna be extraordinarily pissed. So anyway, guys, thank you again. Leave a like, subscribe for some more quality content, maybe more fun stuff in the coming few days. And I hope to see you beautiful sons and guns again next time.
You crazy mother.